Good morning and welcome back. This is Arona, and we are going to continue with the full album appreciation of Sleep Token's Sundowning. So, thus far, having heard the other albums and more or less paid attention to the lyrics in depth, but not in a linear way, I am just now trying to piece together the story from the lyrics in a linear way. So I listened to Take Me Back to Eden before the first two, which is why my thoughts were, kind of just an impression of that album by itself. But the picture I'm getting is that, the full story and the full effect only, is meant to happen through listening to the three albums in order. So that's what I'm trying to do now. I already voted. Stop sending me texts to vote. Higher definitely feels like a fight, a very human fight in what might be a toxic relationship. But on top of all of that, especially with the human-to-human relationship, there's this overarching concept of sundowning, which could be actual dementia or a metaphor for someone intentionally not engaging in a way that is conducive to a healthy relationship. Maybe both, in and out of the songs, I don't know, but that definitely comes up in the lyrics for Higher. There's one especially potent line that makes me really sad thinking about the concrete interpretation of it. I hate the way you look at me when I am not understood, because you can remember only when you're alone. I am granting you more than the debt that I owe. So in a concrete way, I might have said this in the last video, I'm sorry if I did. In a concrete way, I can visualize the subject talking to a significant other who has a literal, brain trauma that causes them to not understand them, and that is, tragic and frustrating, and I'm paying more than the debt that I owe. I like that would be taxing on a level, far and above any kind of challenge in a, typical relationship where there is not this obstacle in the way of the communication. But again, that could also be a metaphor for, that subject being aware, either consciously or unconsciously, of what they are doing to this person who loves them, and that's pretty tragic too. Next track is Take Aim. I don't know if it hits any of you the same way, but there's such a character change between the different styles of the voicing. When Vessel is singing in that upper register, it feels like a completely different character from the Vessel who is desperate, growling, screaming in the lower registers on the opposite side of the spectrum. But they're the same way that we as humans experience, these huge dichotomies of emotion in different levels of intensity, and they can come from the same origin. And a lot of times when we have an impression of a voice, we tend to categorize them in a whole and complete way and disregard the other facets of that voice. So take just Okay, so that's a really straightforward, dare I say, typical, not typical, song as far as its structure. Did it even have a tempo change in there? How you love like weapons kill. What a powerful, that's a powerful line. So take aim at me for once, just take aim, break me apart. Again, that's just a repetition of this voice yearning to have a bite taken out of him. Take aim at me, break me apart. I might be dumb, but I'm still trying to figure out that aspect. The voice is just desperate for reciprocation, and absolutely, I don't think in any of these albums is the voice getting reciprocity for what he's offering. And that is going back and forth between making him sad, making him angry, making him desperate, confusing, all these things. And you make me hate myself, make me tear my body, make me yearn for your embrace. So again, oh my gosh, what's that phrase that everybody knows except for me? That I can't think of. Unrequited love. Yes, that is unrequited love. And there's another lyric kind of in the background where he's like, just smile back at me, please. Like that's all that he wants. I think that was the song in Take Me Back to Eden as well. So again, there's this sentiment to me that he once had what he's yearning for now. He's lost it. And he spends a lot of time mourning that loss. And again, the music, the track itself, I can just imagine this being like how the voice spends the in-between times between those intense emotions, because the emotion in this song is not nearly as intense as the other tracks where we have these wild swings from melancholy to anger and desperation. This one is a lot more mellow. I'm not sure if that signifies anything at this part in the story. All right, next track is Give. Another one of these symbols that I don't understand.
You take the dark and carve me out of home. I picture you when you are all alone. I know how we got here. I know how we got here. I am the shadow, you're a passenger. I am the intake of breath, so sharp, and I know you better. Just wanna know you better. If you wanna give, then give me what you can give. All your darkest impulses and if you wanna give me anything, then give any give. I'll tear the fiber from the filament. I'll be the limit of your light again. I wanna taste you better. I wanna taste you better. I will be watching for your enemies, to let them know that they contend with me. I wanna know you're out there. I wanna know you're fed. And in your waking moments, I will breathe there. I will be there. If you wanna give, then give me all that you can give. All your darkest impulses and if you wanna give me anything, then give it again. I just wanna give you all that I can give. All my darkest impulses and if you wanna give me anything, then give it again.
Again, it's a beautiful groove, and those keys in the back are gorgeous. I love the sound choice for the keys. Again, it's a surprisingly minimal song for this band, given the songs that I've already that I've heard. You get kind of smacked in the face with "Take Me Back to Eden," and then going back to these earlier songs, like, oh, okay, I can still breathe right now. If you want to give me anything, then give in again. Give me all that you can give, all your darkest impulses. I will be watching for your enemies to let them know that they contend with me. I want to know you're out there. I want to know you're out there. This is just a fascinating dynamic, like this idea of the voices longing for something so ethereal and also tangible, something that has been known and now just exists in this plane where sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. And it feels like the object here is, when it is giving back anything, it's pain. But not the kind of pain that the voice is longing for with all the biting, but really toxic, relationship-oriented pain that only, I think, a romantic partner can inflict. That can be some of the most intense pain. And I think a lot of the music and definitely the lyrics reflect that. Again, this kind of a feeling of the object going in and out of existence, in and out of memory, if we think about the dementia aspect component. So lyrics to be are reinforcing the things that I'm getting, but maybe they're reinforcing the completely incorrect interpretation. I don't know. The next track is Gods. Okay. The drums are so quiet there after that screaming. That was an interesting dynamic change. And consider me knocked out of the lull. Holy shit.
easy for me.
Oh my god. It is literally gives me goosebumps when we get that really intense breathing at the end of a chorus or a song or a phrase. Uh, it's just so intense. It's like I'm scared right now. I don't even know what I'm scared of. Um, okay, so yeah, that one just starts off right out of the gate. We're screaming. We're taking it up a notch. Um, Save their cause from their gods, from me. My fucking thought is murder beneath them, and I'll always be the one to shut off. It's so easy for me. I have no idea. Save their cause from their gods from me. Save their cause from their gods from me. So clearly we've got anger going on here, emotionally. Is there something going on in terms of like shaking his fist at the gods in anger? This is just heart-wrenching feeling of someone who's been beating their head against a wall for a long time, and every now and then the wall gets the better of them. And this feels like an expression of that hopelessness that comes out in the form of anger. Sometimes it comes out in sadness. Sometimes it comes out in anger. This is anger. You want to talk it out because it hurts already, and now you left me too. You want to watch me beg because I beg so well. Do you like the way it feels? Do you like the way it feels? That definitely brought back to mind. Do you like that? I don't know if there's a connection there between that song, Like That, and the first album I listened to, Take Me Back to Eden. I think it's that one. It's so easy for me. Lyrically, this one is it's not super clear for me. I enjoyed the song, obviously. I enjoy all their songs. Lyrically, I'm not super sure what this one is expressing. So I will stop rambling and we'll go to the next track. Sugar, this one's fun. Again, completely switching up the tone.
You play your twisted little game, but I know in a way you need to complicate. Believe that though we never eat, we still know how to feed, we still know how to bleed. Sugar, I'll develop a taste for you. Sugar, keep you in the room, barely let you move. Show me what you do. Tonight, we second guessed again. Let me wrap the chains, addicted to the pain. Sugar, I'll develop to taste for you. 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 Do you wanna see how far it goes? Do you wanna test me now, my love? You must be crazy if you think that I will give in so easily. Things we bury low, coming to the surface now, my love. You must be crazy if you think that I will give up the game. No, well, sugar, I've got a taste for you now. Sugar, I've got a taste for you now. Sugar, I've got a taste for you now. Sugar, I've got a taste for you
That one's fun. I like that one. And we switched gears again. To me, before I look at the lyrics really closely, my feeling of that whole song is kind of like, especially right after the last song that was just so, rage, intense, mad. This feels like running away toward a distraction or a coping mechanism in the form of physical pleasure in all its many and twisted forms. Maybe that is helping the voice forget or, again, deal with trauma. Because there are other, I can't remember exactly the tracks or the albums, but there are definitely other lyrics and songs that feel to me like an allusion to maybe drug use or at the very least addiction in some form as a way to get through, cope, maybe distract. And that's kind of what this song feels like to me as well. Okay. And you play a twisted little game. Again, it's like this relationship where you know, this painful toxic relationship where the object of the voice's love is just always playing games that kind of suck a lot of the time, but can also be really fun. Believe that though we never eat, we still know how to feed. We still know how to bleed. Okay. So, I mean, to me, though we never eat. Oh my god. This is just so tragic in so many ways. So, what I feel in this is that even though they have forgotten what a sincere and healthy and invested and engaged exchange of love is like, we still know how to fuck. And that is how they kind of escape for a little bit from this incredibly toxic reality. My arms keep you in the room, barely let you move, show me what to do. Let me wrap the chains, addicted to the pain. A little S&M, some play. Do you want to see how far it goes? Do you want to test me now, my love? Yeah. The tone of the music and the lyrics both, definitely allude to play. Play in different forms. Playing with each other in somewhat unhealthy ways. But he's also kind of developed a taste for that. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's move on to Say That You Will. Say That You Will.
Or is that a word to say my love? Or just a gesture in tongues? Well, I live to guess your sorrow, and you live to empty my lungs. You've got me up in a frenzy again, and I know you're planning to leave in the end. You say that you will, like the impulse of love and the instinct to kill, and turn out so warm. It's like you are
Okay, again, it's this beautiful melody, kind of chill, and then there's a big change in mood that kind of takes us out into the unknown and brings us back, and then this super chill outro. I don't know. The melody itself, I really liked the melody itself. Overall, the impact is not as intense, um, but that's fine. Let me look at the lyrics a little bit here. These lyrics are devastating. uh, the music might be low key, but these lyrics are devastating. Um, you've got me up in a frenzy again, and I know you're planning to leave in the end. So that's a really interesting. That's a really interesting tension, not tension. There's a better word, between the feel of the music and the intensity of the words. To me, it makes me think of that period of time after you've had a burst of emotion or an intensity of emotion for a period of time, and that eventually you exhaust yourself and like there's nothing left. Like you still, the source of that pain is still there, but once you've cried yourself out or yelled yourself out, there's a period of time where you part of you is numbed, the part that is expressing the pain, even though the pain itself is still there in your mind. It's like your body is too exhausted to express it. I could hear the voice yelling these lyrics in one of the up-tempo, crazy intense songs. But I think everybody who was listening would just die at that point with that combination of intensity. That would be unbearable. Is that a word you said, my love, or just a gesture in tongues? Well, I live to guess your sorrow, and you live to empty my lungs. And you've got me up in a frenzy again, and I know you're planning to leave in the end. I feel like these lyrics in particular warrant me reading to you, so I'm going to. Won't you say that you will? Let the impulse of love and the instinct to kill entangle to water. In this life you are mine, till the sweat turns to blood. Won't you say that you will, even if you won't? Is that a glint in your eye? Is that a blade in your palm? Well, I am yours tonight, so will you lay in my arms? And you've got me up in a frenzy again, and I know you're planning to leave in the end. Won't you say that you will? Let the impulse of love and the instinct to kill entangle to water. In this life you are mine, till the sweat turns to blood. Won't you say that you will, even if you won't? Won't you say that you will? Let the impulse of love and the instinct to kill entangle to water. In this life you are mine, till the sweat turns to blood. Won't you say that you will, even if you won't? You've got me up in a frenzy again. I don't know. Guys, these lyrics are the most devastating I've heard yet. And I feel like when I first heard this song, I didn't even hear them because the music is so deceptively unmatched in intensity or depth or anguish. But yeah, I can't even put into words anything that I think is really going on. It's just the feeling of the lyrics. It's really, really powerful. It's really, really powerful. Honestly, I feel more pain in these lyrics than any other song so far that I've looked at closely. But I mean, that's going to be challenged in the next album because I know even before I haven't looked super closely at the lyrics in the next album, but what you get very clearly just from listening to it, like that album is, yeah. We'll get there. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's move on. Drag Me Under. I feel like this is maybe kind of setting us up for the transition to the next album. Because I know just from the album cover and a lot of the songs, obviously, we're talking about an underwater drowning kind of metaphor, some things going on with that being pulled under. So, Drag Me Under, it definitely gives me the feeling of someone just maybe gently sinking and accepting in some way, like giving up the fight for a moment. This one has a really mythic sound in the lyrics. Like it makes me think of. So I believe I read that the symbols used a lot with Sleep Token in print media, like their albums and stuff like that. They use the Elder Futhark symbols, and I feel in particular the lyrics in this song and a few of the other songs where we kind of have this humanization of the gods. It makes me think of those certain mythologies where the gods do take on very human-like qualities. So Greek gods and Norse mythology, the gods have very human-like flaws in contrast to, other traditions where the gods are, completely non-human in their conceptualization in terms of being flawless and perfectly moral, perfectly guided, the idea that the gods would abandon the heavens just to find us, to merely behold you as we lie down together. This concept of a God who would want to look upon a human in their unique exceptionalism that definitely feels like something right out of a Greek myth or a Norse myth. And I know the angels tonight are with lost ones, and I am here to merely behold you as we lie down together. This one feels more like an experience of reading a myth off of an ancient stone. Like it doesn't feel as present and impending as several other songs on this album, for sure. This one feels more like something that was written thousands of years ago, and it's set in stone in the form of this song. I don't know. It's really beautiful. Okay, I think this is the last track, Bloodsport.
Stars align again, even if the earth breaks like burnt skin, and the heavens just won't open up for me. Would you invite me in again? Won't you pay for your arrogance? Won't you show me your weakness? I'm made loving you a blood sport. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I can't win. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I can't win. So let's play. Somewhere the atoms stop fusing. I'm still your favorite regret. You're still my weapon of choosing. And out there, stuck in a quantum pattern, tangled with what I never said. You say it doesn't matter. I wanna be forgiven. I wanna choke up chunks of my own sins, even if the sky cracks in the morning and the heavens just won't open up for me. You invite me in again, let me pay for my arrogance. Won't you show me your weakness? I'm made loving you a blood sport. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I can't win. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I'm made loving you a blood sport. I can't win. Somewhere the atoms stop fusing. I'm still your favorite regret. You're still my weapon of choosing. And out there, stuck in a quantum pattern, tangled with what I never said. You say it doesn't matter.
He's crying. I've never heard that. Just a second. Fucking hell. This band is tearing me apart. It's tearing me apart. Like Marlon Brando in one of those movies, Rebel Without a Cause. You're tearing me apart. Okay, sorry. I want to roll the numbers. I want to feel my stars align again. Even I'm sorry. Before jumping into the lyrics, I did want to say that I really appreciated the guitar chord progressions in the chorus, like it in the whole song. Actually, it never resolved and never goes in the direction I expected, but it created something really that felt fresh. It's like when you hear C major, A minor, you expect F, G, and like it didn't resolve like that at any point, but it was still gorgeous, and it still took you on. I refuse to say the J word. Took you on a trip. No, that's too close to the J word. Fuck. It took you on a journey. And it was gorgeous. It just wasn't the one that I was expecting, which is always impressive. This band does that a lot. Even if the earth breaks like burnt skin. I can't believe I've never heard him crying at the end. It's just... fuck. I made loving you a blood sport. I can't win. I love the mention of quantum entanglement. Just in case this isn't complex enough, they confuse me even more with some quantum entanglement. But yeah, loving you is a blood sport. That's just feels like a summation of this incredibly painful, crazy, toxic relationship going on with so much love in it. Like how can something so effed up have so much love? Maybe that's what makes it so effed up. I don't know. Obsession. Love bordering on obsession, for sure. I want to choke up chunks of my Jesus. I want to choke up chunks of my own sins. Have you ever heard lyrics like this before? I want to choke up chunks of my own sins. Even if the sky cracks in morning and the heavens just won't open up for me. Would you invite me in again? Let me pay for my arrogance. Won't you show me your weakness? Somewhere the atoms stopped fusing. I'm still your favorite regret. You're still my weapon of choosing. There's torturing each other. Inflicting so much pain on each other. But it's so fascinating because I can feel that dynamic, not just like, human to human, voice to lover, but between voice and, the silent unknown, the silent mystery that never responds, no matter whether or not you spend your entire life pleading and reaching out and trying to feel that presence. There can be a torturous aspect to that silence. But definitely the last few tracks, maybe starting with Gods and all the way through, there's just very human violence. It's not a void, it's not a silence, it's very action oriented, this violence. It's like that longing for reciprocation. I know I talked about it earlier. It's like the reciprocation here is just very violent, and there's blood, and there's it's messy. It's very messy and painful. Would you invite me in again? Let me pay for my arrogance. Won't you show me your weakness? I can't get over this. I want to choke up chunks of my own sins. bloody hell. Thank you for joining me for this full album appreciation. I hope you found some of it interesting, experiencing it with me. I am going to very soon move on to This Place Will Become Your Tomb for a full album appreciation. Very much look forward to that, and I hope you'll join me. Thanks.